Welcome back to Safas Unscripted. No Brevan, only myself and Brett. Brett, final weekend of the URC before autumn international start. Must-win weekend for all teams. That's probably the main thing going into this weekend. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Yeah,
how are you doing?
pretty excited. I'm quite frustrated that the Stormers are playing so early on Saturday, because I'm gonna have to miss that game. Due to
Well, where are you?
My team that I coach is playing against Grey Bloom.
Well, priorities. Postpone that game.
Yeah, I wish. But
I'll be at the game because I work in Stellenbosch. And we're playing in Stellenbosch. You already know it's going to be a vibe. So I'll be there. I mean, it was $100 a ticket for the open stand, and they're giving out free beers.
Free beer to 500 people.
I'll show up 500 times. Don't you worry. Anyway. Let's jump into it. Okay. So first up, we got Benetton at home hosting the Bulls. We had a quick discussion this morning on the WhatsApp group in terms of whether it's a good thing that the Bulls are going rotational or not. What's your thoughts on the Bulls lineup first and foremost before we start talking about the game?
Yeah, so I do. That's why I kept quiet on the group, because I do agree that it's stupid that they're playing this team, and I would be contradicting myself if I had gone otherwise. But I don't think it's a bad team, because Brevan, he's not here to defend his team now, but he doesn't like the team. I don't think it's a bad team. I think this team can beat Benetton. I don't see the issue here. That's the point.
I'll tell you the issue. Well, from my perspective, right? You just came off a loss to Scarlets. You should have beat Scarlets. This team that you put out now to beat Benetton should still be, on paper, strong enough to beat Benetton.
Yeah.
But this is your final weekend before internationals, right? You want to go into this securing a victory. Why not pick your strongest team? They are all available. Gerard Steenekamp, why is he not there? Why is Roan Orke not there? Why is Philly Leroux not there? Now, obviously, the guys in their positions, still proper players, but give yourself the best opportunity. You want to end on a high. Now, imagine going into this international break, and it's like, okay, we lost 2 in a row, and it's going to be against Scarlets and Benetton, and we didn't feel our strongest team for either one of the two. Why is Cameron Hannekom on the bench? It's things like that kind of makes you think, what is Jake White doing? Like, these guys don't need a rest. We can play our strongest team, so why aren't we playing our strongest team? That is what I think Brevan's issue with it is.
I want to know on the Cameron Hannekom thing. So obviously now, with social media being the way that it is, Cameron Hannekom obviously reads everything, and the whole country is upset that he's not in the box squad, blah, blah, blah. And now you bench Stoke. Yeah. He's already down in the dumps because he feels that the whole country thinks that he should be in the box setup. And now you go and bench Stoke. So that's a bit of a tricky one.
Sorry, I felt like Batman. I was sitting there in the dark. Yeah, no, I fully get it. But I think this is a stupid conversation that's starting to unleash on social media, where people are questioning whether he's going to want to play for the Springboks or whether he's going to go for Wales. The fact that he's playing for the Bulls and not in Wales already, where they could probably offer him a bit more money or something like that because he will earn in euros, tells you probably he wants to play for the Springboks, right? And who wants to play for Wales when you are born and bred in South Africa and you're definitely going to be a Springbok? He's just got to be a bit patient with it. Obviously, all of us want it now, probably including himself, but it's just going to take a bit of time. It is what it is.
I do, however, think that he earns more at the Bulls than he would at Scarlets, or that he would at Wales. I don't think they can. They can match. I don't think Scarlets can match his salary at the Bulls.
Yeah, but how about, for instance, like the Dragons?
I don't think there's a Welsh side that can afford him, honestly. Because remember now when he, when the whole news broke out that he could potentially play for Wales, and then he signed a 4-year contract extension with the Bulls right after that news broke out.
Let's not even talk about the Welsh teams, right? Because you can still represent Wales and play in the Prem, right? Like Louis Ahmed did. I'm sure they can offer him more money than, for instance, some of the Bulls guys.
Possibly.
The Bulls.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is a stupid conversation. Cameron Hanekom is not going to go to, Wales. Their Lucy throw, if he went, would have been saucy. If you think about Aaron Wainwright, Tommy Raffel, Jack Morgan, and Cameron Hanekom. Yeah.
But also, like, he just signed a 4-year contract with the Bulls. He's not going anywhere.
No, I fully agree. He's not going to play for the Bulls and then Wales. He'll get booed off the field for the Bulls. They would never pick him. Like, that just feels like a traitor. Anyway, let's actually talk about the game. I'm not too sure if the main guys for Benetton is back yet. I know Menoncello is playing. I know Rainer Smith is obviously playing. I haven't seen Brex. Have you seen Brex playing?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Brex played. He got subbed off early in the second half. So I'm wondering if that's injury. I don't know, but I did see him play 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if that's injury, but maybe he's back.
Would you be surprised if Benetton pulls one over the Bulls?
No, I won't be surprised. Benetton has had the Bulls number for the last 3 years now.
And they're finally hitting some form. They're actually playing some decent rugby. Like, they smoked the Sharks. They beat the Dragons team that we've been raving about at home. Not the Dragons aren't that great away from home, but the Dragons played at home. We know it's tough going there and beating them. We saw what the Dragons did to the Stormers last season.
Yeah.
They went there, they beat them. We know the record of Benetton in in Treviso.
Yeah.
I still got the Bulls. I do believe the Bulls are going to sneak by. My official prediction will be Bulls by like 3 points. I think it goes down to the wire. They might lead the whole game and then choke it nearly at the end, but then just pull through right at the death.
I'm hoping you're right because I'm going with the same margin. But we saw what happened. The very strong Bull side went to Benetton in the Rainbow Cup and they lost. Then the very next year, right after that, Benetton had a weakened side. They lost. Now they've got Malachi Fikitua. They got a very on-form Rainer Smith. It's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough for the Bulls. I'm still going Bulls by 3, though.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our boys, the Stellenbosch boys, the Cape Town boys. DHL Stormers, obviously we haven't seen our lineup taking on Glasgow Warriors, the defending champions. I'm pretty sure that Glasgow won't rotate as much as they did against the Sharks. I think they probably thought, listen, we can take the Sharks with a rotated team. Or it was like, it's just a throwaway game. But the Stormers, I think they'll be ready for the Stormers.
They're definitely going to be ready for the Stormers. I do, however, also think it's easier to play in Cape Town. No, I think it's about the same, playing Cape Town and Durban. I think.
But Durban's got that humidity.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a deciding factor of the game. But also, Franco Smith said that he likes to rotate. So he's had eight changes every single game this campaign so far. So
but that's good in terms of the squad depth, right?
Yeah, clearly they have enough depth if they can lose by 4 against the Springboks in Durban. So it's going to be tough.
That's the thing, right? We can always talk about it being 2 consolation tries at the end for Glasgow, but those 2 consolation tries gave them 2 points from the game, gave them that losing bonus point, and it gave them the 4th try as well.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about it. So even though they lost that game, right, they still got 2 points from that game. They're still sitting in 3rd on the table, and they'll fancy their chances against the Stormers team that obviously looked a bit better against Munster. But those unforced errors that we made against Munster, they're not going to miss 12 lineouts. like Munster did in that game. They're not going to do those unforced errors. These Glasgow guys, they are so well drilled at the moment, and expect to see Tuipulotu, Hugh Jones, Carl Steyn. I don't know. Has their lineup been announced?
No, but Carl Steyn has a broken foot, so he's not going to be playing for a while. I see Carl Steyn's not even in the Scottish thing because of his injury.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
so
he wouldn't
Carl
have started
Steyn,
for them anyway, I think.
Yeah, he is there as I think he's a consultant or whatever. I don't know, but I did see him at the Sharks game with a bib on. But I do think that this game is going to be a deciding factor for the Stormers going forward, because I think it's the last game that we have the little few box that we have. I do, however, want to see Yuri Matthias start at 10, Damien Willemse go back to fullback, and I need a controlled performance, because I think the loose cannon Damien Willemse at 10 might just cost us.
Yeah. Possibly, but I also think Yuri Matia at 10 could do a job. Literally 2 years ago, he made his rugby career playing in Stellenbosch. He was at Stellenbosch University and stuff. So that will feel like a total homecoming for him playing there. So, yeah. I would, but even though I say that, I would still be surprised if he's picked at 10. Damien Willemse literally had a man of the match performance last weekend in that 10 jersey. And if you think about the wings, Hartzenberg and Saas, that's pretty fixed. And they're not going to drop Geland, because Geland has looked like one of our better players in patches.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I would like to see is I would like to see Damien switch into maybe the center, because I want to see Yuri Matia. And Damien's probably going to play 12, right, this season. I know we all want to see him at fullback, but he's probably going to be at 12 in large parts of the season. So why not now? To kind of battle out against Sione Tuipulotu? Would you be opposed to that?
I like that. I do like that, because, thing with me with Yuri Matthias, like last weekend against Munster, he was the only reserve that didn't get game time. None at all. Not even
because Willemse put in his kicking boots. That's why.
Yes. And also that irritated me when in the comment section when the Stormers team was announced, how are you selecting a Stormers team without a kicker? Since when is Damien Willemse not a kicker? He's kicked since grade 8 for one of the best rugby schools in the country, or in the world for that matter. He kicked at Western Province. He's kicked for the Stormers. He kicked for the Springboks. Like what? Yeah. Since when is he not?
I don't think he kicked until the end of his school career for Paul Roos, to be fair. But but he can kick. Like he's obviously there still to kick. Yeah, I know he doesn't kick great, right? But he's very, very much on par with Moni Lebok when it comes to kicking success rate. Whether you think that's great or not, he kicked well last weekend, and obviously. That's the thing. Like, if he struggled and we knew it's going to be close, Yuri Matia would have come on to take over the kicking duties. It's kind of the same role as Andre Polo does for the Springboks. It's just the fact of the matter. Anyway, how do you see this game play out? Because this is definitely match of the weekend. Two exciting teams, like to run the ball. I feel like this is going to be like a super rugby game.
I'd like to see if Moni Lebok actually starts this game or plays in this game, because that might just contradict everything we've just said. So the fact that the Stormers have not put their team out on a Thursday is quite annoying. So Dobbo, we know you watch our podcast. We've seen you in our comment section. Please would you just put your team out?
Yeah, and also people, do remember to like and subscribe. Dobbo has told me he needs you to like and subscribe as well.
That's critical.
That's how we know Dobbo watches this thing.
Yes.
What's your official prediction? I haven't seen. I'm looking through the Instagram now of the Stormers. There's no signs of Mani anywhere.
Okay, but maybe then that means him and Malherbe, their next game will be in a Bok jersey.
Yeah, and I don't think Rassie will want that. Rassie probably rang up Dobbo and said, "Listen, I want to see Mani play. I can't. Surely Mani's next game isn't in the Springbok jersey. I can't think.
You know what the Stormers do if Mani was there, in the week there would have been a picture of him, and the caption would have been, "Look who's back."
No, but maybe because they did that with Damian Willemse, they just team announcement and it's Marnie, just like,
That'll be
and
cool.
then it's like, guess who's back? Maybe exciting times. Let me go on to Marnie Lubbock's Instagram because I'm not even sure.
He doesn't even post rugby pictures. He just posts pictures of his wedding.
Well, 8 hours ago, he posted a photo of him in a video of him promoting something in the gym.
Okay. Well, either way, I am not confident for this game. For the Stormers, I'm gonna go Glasgow by 1.
No, always back your team. I'm going Stormers by 1.
Now you sound like that other person.
No, I'll go Stormers by 11. I think we put up a comfortable or a good performance that is close, because you can't write off this Glasgow team, and then at the end we score another try, like the Ronell try, interception maybe, or something like that. 4-point lead, interception try, makes it 11 points. Not exactly like that, but yeah,
I hope you're right.
I've got us with 10 and above. It's very much hope. It's because Stellenbosch is like a vibe. It's just vibes. Anyway, Sharks versus Munster. Sharks, surprise, surprise. Sia Kulisi in the 8 jersey. We've seen him in the warm-ups for the Boks slot into that 8 jersey when it comes to scrum time. I did not expect to see him in the 8 jersey for the Sharks. What's your thoughts on it?
I think Sia lost his 6 jersey in the divorce. So
it's horrible.
Sorry, I'm full of Sia divorce jokes today.
You want to make your Sia joke on YouTube as well?
Should
your Rachel joke? Yeah, go for it. I mean, people already hate you, so you can just continue.
All I did was I asked if Rachel gets half of everything in the divorce, does that mean she has more World Cups than Ireland?
I mean, it's a valid question. It's a valid question.
That's all I wanted to know. But anyway, so what were we talking about? Okay, Munster Sharks. I think this Munster side is terrible this year. I really don't rate them. I think Mr. Crowley there is not on form. He's missing kicks that he's missing. Like this is like deja vu on Marnie at the Boks.
Yeah, but the issue is like no one there is on form. Like literally no one. Once again, Emil van Heerden and Edwin Keiter, Bessie's in the house. They just chilling. It's vibes out there. They're on the same WhatsApp group. They're just thinking, how did we manage to get here? Like it's craziness. I don't have the stats or anything, but I would love to see how Munster compare this season to their start of last season. Because remember at the start, we said this is the worst defense that we've ever seen. And they've started like that again.
Yes.
Surely it's not. It's the same, right? Because they started really poorly last season. Because we thought, are they ever going to win a game? And then as soon as it clicks, it just all flew. Because obviously they've got an injury crisis as well. No Peter O'Mani, no John Klein, no Ergis Naman was always injured for them.
John Klein played last week.
Oh yeah, he's back. Okay. Yeah, well,
but he's not playing well. That's the thing. He's not playing well.
Yeah.
John Klein was playing well. He'd be touring with the Boks at the end of this year.
I don't think so. I think he could have been playing great rugby. He wouldn't have gotten in. Because Franco Moser was coming in no matter what, because obviously he was injured. Ergis Snyman is on form, probably the best lock in the world. And Ruan Orke was sensational when he played now. So, yeah. Okay, let's predict it. They've only got the one change. That's which is the Chuchuka brothers just switched out. Oh, and Pipsi Buthelezi has gone to the bench for Ruan Venter.
For Ruan Venter, yes.
Okay. I'm going Sharks to win by 6.
I'm surprised that Ron Fenter got a shout because he, for me, is also not on form. But maybe it's just a rotational plan and he needs to find form. So, yeah. That's irrelevant of what I just said.
Well, what has Pepsi Buthelezi been on form?
No, it's quiet.
Exactly.
I do. Yeah. Okay, so my prediction for this game is I'm going Sharks to win this game by 20. I don't think Munster's on any form whatsoever, and I think when this Sharks team clicks, it's going to be dangerous. So I'm going Sharks by 20.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I said 6, but these Sharks boys probably know they're going to be playing for Rugby next week, and so they might want to put up a performance. I'm going to just raise it a bit. I'm going to make it 12. I'm going to go Sharks by 12. I think that's comfortable. That's comfortable enough. You've convinced me with your 20 shout to say, listen, okay, maybe I should go higher.
But also that puts out a very horrible tour for Munster, the one that they'd want to forget very quickly.
And they are notorious for touring well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, final game for the Sapphires, and it's a big one. I would love to. It only feels fair to make a prediction on this when you know what team Leinster are putting out, because I think that kind of predicts the game for you. Leinster versus the Lions. Very excited for this one. I want Leinster to go full strength. I want to see how the Lions match up, by how much they lose against this Leinster team. I believe if Leinster go rotational, Lions sneak it by like 3, 4, 5 points. If they go full strength, the Lions lose it by 3, 4, 5, 6 points. I think the Lions will be in the game either way.
So this is going to be a testament to what I've been saying the whole time since the debate has come up about Nohamba. If Nohamba starts at 10, he's going up against a very strong Leinster side. Obviously, I think Leinster goes full strength because they know the Lions are the only other unbeaten team in the tournament.
Yeah.
And this is going to show that Nohamba is a bit out of his depth when it comes to international.
Do you think Nohamba starts at 10?
Yes. Who else is going to start at 10?
Surprise Kate Voliter maybe back?
I hope so. Then I'll change my whole tune. Check the Lions Instagram page.
I just checked their Twitter and I haven't seen anything. I can't think Kate will be back. Kate likes being out for a couple of months. He's just chilling. He's probably in Cape Town chilling at the moment. Probably see him there at the Stormers game.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen. No, there's no posts of anything.
Yeah, so
but I'm excited to see the likes of JC Leroux, for instance, go up against the Lucies of Leinster. I'm excited to see. I know one's inside centre, but let's say Reinhard Jonker running up against Gary Ringrose and the likes of those guys. Rabs Maxwane versus James Lowe.
Lowe.
Yeah. I mean,
very potent, but
there's exciting battles.
It's very exciting, and I think that where the Lions could potentially sneak it is because of their uncharacteristically broken play. Leinster's obviously very well structured and on defense, but as soon as if Nohamba can not think about the magnitude of this game and just do his nonsense, I think the Lions could potentially do something.
Well, you know what I'm thinking, right? The Lions' defense has been very good, in my opinion, and they're so quick at stealing the ball and then attacking, right? Just like you said, broken play. If they can do that, Nohamba could be a great factor. I mean, in the end, we might see Nohamba versus Ross Byrne, and I picked Nohamba above Ross Byrne. I'm not even kidding. So we might see the battle of that. I don't want to write off the Lions. I do believe the Lions have a chance, but I'm going to back Leinster, obviously, to do it. But something about this Lions team just feels so different. And I'm stuck with this thing about, like, Glasgow were on great form when they came to South Africa at the end of last season. Great form. They were smashing everyone. The Lions put nearly 50 on them. Full strength Glasgow team. I think the Lions were 14 men as well.
Yeah.
So this Lions team, they know how to do
it. Against Edinburgh as well. Also a well-structured defensive side. Almost got 50 in the first half.
Yeah.
Where's the game?
Is it at the... No, it's not at the Viva. Probably, what do they call it? The RDS?
Oh. Okay.
Same place that Leinster smacked the Bulls. I don't think they'll sell out the Viva for a Lions game. So
No.
probably not there. Anyway, let's move on to the other teams. We'll probably fly through these ones. Scarlet Zebra. Scarlet's looking good. Zebra, they'll probably stay in the game for a couple of minutes, but I've been impressed by the Scarlet team. They'll probably take some confidence from the Bulls' victory. I can see them winning this one by, let's say, 12 points.
I agree. That Scarlet's flower for me he's a hot topic in this URC so far. I think he cooks again and walks into that Welsh side.
Yeah, well, we'll see it. We'll see it tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Ospreys versus Edinburgh. Ospreys, they're probably better at home, but they've got so many injuries. Edinburgh on form at the moment. They beat... Who did they beat? They beat the Stormers, and then they beat... Oh my... Cardiff. And Cardiff doesn't lose by much.
Yeah.
Obviously, Edinburgh has to travel to the Ospreys, but yeah, just can't see Ospreys winning a game at the moment with how injury plagued they are.
Yeah.
A lot of these Edinburgh guys have to go to Murrayfield now, or go to the international team. So yeah, going Edinburgh to win this one by 15.
Yeah, I'm going 5.
Home ground to make it closer.
Yeah.
Okay. Cardiff Ulster. I'm going Ulster to get it done. Jacob Stockdale. Do you think Jacob Stockdale, would you play him on the wing at the moment in the Irish team above James Lowe or Mac Hansen or Calvin Nash?
No.
He's looking a lot better this season, though.
He is looking a lot better. I give you that, but not where we all know he can be.
Yeah. Maybe play him in that New Zealand game, see if he can do that chip and chase again. Coming off Ricky January. Yeah, Ulster to do it. I'm going 10 points. Cardiff at home, so that will probably make it a bit closer. But yeah, Ulster should get it done by 10.
I agree. 10 for me too.
And then finally, Connacht and Dragons. Not really much to say about it. Connacht should get it done. Dragons, I can't see them traveling to an Irish team and beating them. So
yeah, but Connacht is not playing good rugby. They are hot and cold. I think that game's going to be closer than we think. I'm gonna call that either a draw, because remember last season I loved calling my draws. I'm gonna call it a draw. Yes, I'm going with a draw.
Okay, Connacht by 8 in my opinion. I mean, yeah, Connacht hot and cold, but I just think home ground, Dragons traveling there.
It's not a far travel.
Yeah, interesting point. I think 8 points is close enough.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll wrap it up. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a beautiful Friday. Yeah, and enjoy the rugby this weekend. Bye-bye.
Balloons. Okay, bye.